So EA just dropped their presentation for College Football 27 and Madden 27, and I think they did a fantastic job. I really like the format that they did, and they dropped all the deep dives right after that, which I have read through and taken in a lot of information. There's honestly a lot to be optimistic for. If you're a Dynasty franchise player like myself and you focus on the sim side of things, there is a lot of optimism here. Now, what I'm referring to when I say 5 things that I am still concerned about is it's strictly because these were issues in last year's game that they didn't mention as far as being addressed or tweaked in the deep dives or in the presentation. And so I don't know if these have been addressed or tweaked or tuned, And the first one we're going to talk about is XP progression. In both games last year, College Football and Madden had issues with balancing because several positions do not earn XP rates at the same as other positions. So you already have an imbalance. And then when you factor in extra variables like coaching abilities and things that can make players earn XP rates faster, it's really, really hard to tune the sliders to get a realistic roster rating spread 4 or 5 years into the league. You end up having some positions get flooded and inflated with overall talent, and other positions lose the talent with the overall rating. Last year, College Football was a huge example of this with the center position. You could max that position out, and no matter what, they would struggle to get one player rated 90 overall when the base after 4 years when in the base roster, I believe they had 6. Other offensive linemen in College Football had no issues maintaining the overall ratings, 90 plus, 80 plus. And so I don't know if EA tuned XP progression for either game. They issues all across the board when you're trying to create a balanced franchise or dynasty experience multiple years down. I hope they tune XP progression. Honestly, I hope they get rid of it because it is my opinion that players should not get better because of their performance on the field. Rather, players' performance on the field gets better because they got better from practice and film study and things like that. So I do hope they end up going a more realistic route instead of XP progression down the line. The next thing I'm concerned about, just because again, it's an unknown. I haven't played the beta yet. I wanted to bring this up before I played the beta because honestly, you cannot put a lot into the beta because they'll make a lot of changes. We've seen that every single year. There's things that I've loved about betas in the past from Madden that when the game launched, it didn't play or feel the same. And this is gonna be coach suggestions. So EA did mention in deep dives that the CPU will adjust their play calls based off a player gets hot, what the team's doing. So we should get better run pass ratios from the CPU. However, the other side of that is the coach suggestions for the user need a lot of work. We get the same 15, 20 plays spam suggested to us over and over again, and that's not ideal. We should have the same AI intelligence from our coach going in and suggesting different plays based on if the running game's successful, if certain passing concepts are successful, and it should go deeper into the playbook. There are so many plays in these offensive playbooks that it's a damn shame that we're only suggested 30 to 40 of them in our games every single week from the same exact formations and sets. I really hope that there is expanded playbook incorporated in the coach suggestions, but we don't know, and they didn't talk about it or mention it. Next, we're going to talk about this screen right here, the gameplay differentiation. Scott OG was going over all the differences between the two games and their gameplay, and I want to focus on the tab that says AI Play. Now, I dropped several videos last year talking about the AI, and we needed a massive overhaul, and it looks like they did put a lot of work into the AI, which I am very excited for. However, one thing here has me concerned. Again, I haven't played the game. I don't know. We're going to find out. But at this point in time, I'm concerned because the term robo quarterback has existed for a very, very long time, and there's a reason for that. Quarterbacks, regardless of rating, they feel exactly robotic, automatic, and it was so ridiculously emphasized in college football and Madden 26. Those quarterbacks, it didn't seem to matter their overall. They would slice you and dice you. And honestly, dropping the accuracy didn't really impact it much. I played around with it a ton last year. The quarterbacks just always knew who was open. They never had off-target throws. And it was very frustrating because playing a 75 overall quarterback should feel like it compared to playing a 90, but they ended up feeling the exact same. So when Scott OG stands in front of this screen where it says for Madden, the AI play has pre-snap recognition and quarterback surgeons, I'm worried, man, because we had quarterback surgeons all Madden 26 from low-rated quarterbacks. And I know it wasn't just me, because so many people complained about quarterbacks just putting up ridiculous numbers, and they felt helpless. Part of that was due to what we're going to talk about as the fourth thing that I'm concerned about, the trenches. And the issue with the trenches was that pass rush felt very, very dead in both games. What I mean by that is it was either the offensive line stonewalled the defensive line and they got no push, or the defensive line was winning and getting pressure via insta-sheds. There really isn't any pressure created from driving the offensive lineman back and collapsing the pocket. And there should be pressure created from that. Pressure should not always or only exist from a shed. And there was a clip that Scott OG showed when he was showing off something completely different that has me concerned. We're going to go ahead and break that down. But the fact that they mentioned pocket battles every snap had me excited. And then we see this in the gameplay. Now, OG was breaking down, like I said, the look for work mechanic of the middle linebacker. But I wasn't even focused on that. I'm so focused on the trenches. That's what I'm watching in this clip. And I see a lot of the same in Madden 26 and Madden 27. Look at the left tackle, number 71, and the person he is defending. We're going to go slow motion here. I want you to see the interaction they get into. More of the stonewalling, locked in the tango. I mean, I don't know what they're in here. They're not moving. No one's going anywhere. They're just doing the little sidestep happy dance is what I called it. That can't be in Madden 27 or college football 27. There's just no way we can keep that in the game. There should be drive. There should be push. I've been showing clips of Madden 25, aka Madden 14, where there's not always an insta shed for them to create pressure. They are able to get drive and push. But what you can't have is the offensive line and defensive line locking in and just sidestepping, shuffling their feet left, right. No one's going forward. No one's going backward. That's extremely disappointing to see. I know it's a beta, and hopefully there's enough time they can tune this before the launch of both games, because I'm assuming if it's in Madden, it's in college football. Finally, the fifth thing that has me concerned is really, again, nothing more than speculation, but it's going to be execution, you guys. I was extremely hyped about both games last year from reading the deep dives, and then the games released and there were issues. Now, I'm not talking about some of the gameplay stuff, we know that, but just simple things with Dynasty. You know, college football was missing the defensive tackle sub strategy. Madden really, and it took a while for that to get added. Madden didn't even have positional wear and tear for the longest time. They didn't have player trait. You couldn't add player traits to edge rushers. Breakout scenarios were on even if you had the toggle turned off. And so it's really going to be one of those things of, is everything that they showcased in this, everything they talked about in the deep dive, gonna be functional when the game launches? Or in the case of Madden, it took till November for them to get some of that stuff fixed with the wear and tear and the traits. Traits were fixed sooner, wear and tear took a long time. So that's my big five that I'm just waiting to find out more on. But otherwise, I'm optimistic, excited to play the beta and see how everything feels. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Otherwise, stay tuned to the next one, y'all. Peace.